Hey guys, today we're coming at you with another video. And since we already showed you guys a rifle video, we're going to show you one with two commonly known pistols. We have the 10mm and a 9mm. And we're going to see some similarities and some differences and show you some stats. But before we start, I want to let you guys know that we're being safe. We got the guns cleared. We have the slides open, and my dad's right there paying attention this whole time, even waving to you guys. But I'd also like it that if you guys are enjoying my content, maybe click the subscribe and give me a like. All right, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the 9mm. This gun, this smaller bullet right here, it's created by Georg Luger. He's Austrian. In 1901. It was developed to create a powerful, reliable cartridge. And it's one of the most widely used, pistol. It's used in military, law enforcement, self-defense, recreational activities, and tournament use. 9mm offers a cheap bullet and a small low recoil gun. So now we're going to talk a little bit to you guys about the 10mm, which is this bigger bullet and gun to my right. So it was made in the early 1980s by Jeff Cooper for a pistol with more power than the 9mm. From 10mm to 9mm, on paper it doesn't seem that big, but you can tell this looks like a way meaner bullet when you put them side to side. So there's some downsides to 10mm being bigger. So since it has a bigger bullet, it's going to have a bigger mag, as you can see. And with a bigger mag, it's going to need a bigger place to hold the mag, making a bigger handle, heavier grip. And so it's just going to be a heavier gun and have some bigger recoil, but the weight will lower the recoil a little bit. The 9mm typically have bullets ranging from 115 grains to 147 grains, depending on the bullets. And the 10mm ranges from about 135 grains to 220 grains. So the 10mm is for more power, nearly double power almost. It's good for self-defense. It's capable of close-range hunting. And the 9mm, it has some good upsides. It's more cost-effective than the 10mm, so you can shoot more often and have more training potential. It's typically smaller, so you can conceal it a little bit more. And it's lighter, too. Quite a bit lighter, actually. So now I'm going to go into some of the statistics. I'll show you, I'll say a little brief summary of them, and I'll keep it on screen, so feel free to pause the video and take your own look. So for both guns, they're recommending sighting in at 25 yards, which is where most pistol contact would happen anyways. So with the 9mm, we're shooting, this is for Federal Train and Protect. It's a 115 grain hollow point. And for the 10mm, we're doing Federal Train and Protect 10mm 180 grain hollow point. So for the 9mm, at 0 yards, its velocity is going to be 1,180 feet per second, and its energy is going to be 356 foot-pounds. For the 10mm, its velocity is going to start out 1,175 feet per second, and its energy is going to be at 552 foot-pounds. So right off the bat, you can tell the 10mm starts off with a lot of energy, but about 5 feet per second less than the 9mm. So now I'm going to talk about at 50 yards. The 9mm is going to have 1,048 feet per second and 280 foot-pounds of energy. So it went down quite a bit of energy and not so much velocity. Its elevation is going to drop 0.9 inches. For the 10mm at 50 yards, it's going to go 1,077 feet per second, and its energy is going to be 463 foot-pounds, and it's going to drop 0.8 inches. So now we're going to talk about the 100 yards. For 9mm, it's going to be 961 feet per second, so it slowed down quite a bit, and it's going to be going 236 foot-pounds of energy, and it's going to drop 8.7 inches. So now with the 10mm at 100 yards, it's going to be still going over 1,000 feet per second at 1,006 feet per second. It's going to have 404 foot-pounds of energy, and it's going to only have dropped 8.2 inches less. So the 10mm is going to maintain its velocity a lot more and have a lot more power. It starts out with only about 200 foot-pounds more, and it ends with almost 200 foot-pounds more. And it only drops 0.5 inches less than the 9mm at 100 yards. And it only has about 45 feet per second more at 100 yards. So it's going to be going faster and it's going to pack more punch. But with that is going to come a lot more recoil. So really, it just depends on what you're doing for what gun you'd like to pick. So that's going to be our video today. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. That would help our channel quite a bit. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.